Here at LeapTech, we absolutely love 3D printed arcade cabinets, and whilst we were working on our newest ones, we came across a company who offered to send us the ZimaBoard too. It's something we haven't actually used before, but we thought we could make use of it considering what we are currently planning. On our MakerWorld site, we offer several arcade machines, completely free download files, and they're great, up to and including around 32-bit if you use a standard Raspberry Pi 3 or 4. However, we're currently working on two new projects, which is a complete PS1 and PS2 arcade machine. They will feature complete game sets from Europe, so every game, and the ZimaBoard made much more sense to us than using a Raspberry Pi 5 due to its easier storage options, not to mention its raw processing power. Yes, we could have used the one they sent us to make a NAS or something like that, but we just decided that this would go really well with our upcoming project of the PlayStation arcade machine. We are going to build these in full. You'll see them on the channel in future. We will provide the files for free, and we're going to jump right into this and get it put together. This isn't a tutorial. We just wanted to show you what we're up to and how fantastic this ZimaBoard runs the PS1 games. We will do a step-by-step tutorial in future when we fully produce the PS1 and PS2 machines, and they will be with us when we go to events along with all our other arcade machines, so if you wanted to, you could try them out for yourself. So starting off, the build quality on this is absolutely fantastic. Usually when we use Raspberry Pis, we have to buy a lot of add-ons, such as fans and heat sinks, etc., just to make it, usable within the environment we use it. However, the ZimaBoard 2 is very well made with all the cooling features and everything connectivity-wise included right from the off. It is pricey. I'm not going to say it's not at $250, but I believe the performance that it gives at the end of this video makes it well worth it by the time you buy all the add-ons for a Pi. And we ran this side by side with a Pi 5, and we found this to be significantly smoother, but using our own new PS2 emulator, which we will release for free with our PS2 machine when we release it, it run absolutely flawlessly. And storage-wise, being able to just plug and play an M.2 drive up to 2 TB is fantastic because it allows me to do one drive with every PS1 or every PS2 game stored straight on it for easy use and access. But if I wanted to use something such as a 3.5 or 2.5 drive, it's easy enough just to pop it into the stand down below, and I 3D printed these little adapters. They're not mine, I found them on MakerWorld to include those drives. And as per usual, as we always recommend with every machine, we got the complete setup done outside of the arcade machine before we put it in. We haven't built a new arcade machine for this one. We are using our tried and tested Leapcade 2-player arcade machine because we have several available and it was just easier to get this out and use. But we will be using them in future videos as well, and we will show you the full step-by-step guide as we go through it. But again, before you get into anything, get it fully set up. So you can see here, we've got it set up to the Zima operating system screen, and from this point we can just enable SSH and go back to our computer and do it all from there. Again, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I totally accept that, and when we do our very simple step-by-step guide later on, you will know. Getting it set up was really simple. From the desktop, we enabled SSH, popped in, installed a virtual machine. We actually went for Ubuntu, and then we got using our version of RetroPie. We have used basically the same one that's out of the standard LeapTech 2-player arcade, but we have made some heavy modifications in the emulators, etc. So we tested it for quite a while to make sure we were happy, and just using the standard plug-and-play USB arcade kits, it seems to have gone very smoothly. Again, really simple setup, really easy. Downloading the software, fantastic. I think compared to using something like the Raspberry Pi 5, it's much more user-friendly, this ZimaBoard. So if you are wanting something much more user-friendly and are willing to spend a little bit more for some very heavy power, then I'd suggest using this. Once we were done and we were happy with testing, it was out with the old and in with the new. So we opened up the back of the arcade machine and disconnected the Raspberry Pi and just popped in the ZimaBoard. I have created a mount for this to fit inside the rear of this machine, which I will put on MakerWorld in the future, probably when I release the machine. However, for now, I put it in and I used Gorilla Tape to hold it down. It went really well. It fit in nicely. It doesn't fit in the Hexcade without some modifications, so we are using the 2-player version here. And in all fairness, 2-player one kind of works better for PlayStation and PlayStation 2, so using it this way is definitely worth it. And that's just how simple it was. We got it together. We started to test the games. As you can see here, huge variety of games. Like, we wanted to try a few different ones, but we do hold every PS1 and PS2 game ever released in Europe. which is what we're going to be using on our new machines. But this video was just about us testing out this new ZimaBoard. My honest feedback for it is I think the power is exceptional. The build quality is absolutely fantastic. It is pricey, but we've not had a glitch or a problem with using it at all. And considering how versatile it is, yeah, compared to the Pi, a lot of people like Pis, and I own hundreds of them, but this one is fantastic, and I'm going to be using this, and I've purchased another one to go inside the PS2 machine when that comes, so keep your eyes peeled. Follow us here or on our socials and stuff, and we'll keep you updated with progress for the rest of the year as we go along getting our new machines released. Remember, we always release our files for free on MakerWorld, and the new machines will be no different, so you will get them for free too. So we hope you've enjoyed this one. Please feel free to drop us a like, comment, everything else down below. We reply to everybody, and we hope that you have enjoyed this nice short video showcasing the fantastic ZimaBoard 2, which is definitely going to feature in more and more projects as we go forward. We'll see you in the next one.